Today we will discuss about hemostasis. Hemostasis. So hemostasis is our today's topic. In this topic we will only discuss about the introduction. Now what is hemostasis? Hemostasis is nothing but it is a process in which arresting the bleeding. When the process in which the bleeding is arrested is known as the hemostasis. Hemostasis is divided into two parts. What are it? That is your primary and secondary. Primary and number one is secondary. In this primary and secondary, what we are talking about, that in primary hemostasis what happened, mainly there is two things happen, but these two things we compromise. What are they? Platelet activation and factor responsible for it. Factor which are responsible for it. So this is primary hemostasis. We divide into two steps. What are the platelet? First the platelet activation occur, then the factor which are responsible for this platelet activation is occur. So these are the two main basic points regarding the primary hemostasis. So in this 2 point, if we go, then this compromise is 1 point, that is what? The formation of platelet block formation. This is the main basic point regarding the primary hemostasis. So in secondary hemostasis what happened? In secondary hemostasis there is the stabilization of a platelet block happened. That is the main point regarding the secondary hemostasis. Stabilize the platelet block. Platelet block is stabilized in this process mainly. So this is the two things. What are they? Primary hemostasis and secondary hemostasis. The stabilization of a platelet block occurs in this process. So that is the main point, and we divided into two parts. What are they? The activation of a clotting factor. And number two is the factor. Just as primary hemostasis, secondary hemostasis, we divided into two parts. The activation, that is here the platelet activation, here the clotting factor activation, and second is the factor responsible for this clotting factor activation. So these are the two basic points what we conclude here. Now what is the duration? If we go for the duration is after 30 minutes of injury, platelet blood is completely clot. Blood is completely blocked on the injured surface. So by this hemostasis, where the arresting of bleeding occur, it occur within the 30 minutes of the injury. Both primary and secondary hemostasis was completed, or the primary process is completed completely within the 30 minutes. So what is the process? Now we are talking about the primary hemostasis. So in primary hemostasis, what we discuss, that in these steps, what are the steps or what are the process occur, and what is the mechanism regarding it. So for steps, what are the process that we divided into four parts: 1, 2, 3 and 4. So in 1, or when the injury occur means what happened, if any place where the injured, if any place there is a injured occur, then the blood vessel became constricted in that place. So blood is not allowed to that place, so that the bleeding can stop. So injured when occur, there is the vasoconstriction occur. So vasoconstriction is the next step of the injured place. Means vasoconstriction means blood vessel on that surface became constricted. In this picture you can visible it. So then vasoconstriction, then what happened, there is the bleeding arrest, in that bleeding arrest, and the platelet plug is formed. So platelet plug is occur. So for this is the process. When we go for a injured surface, we see or visible these are the things that happened. So now the mechanism why this is happened, what is the general cause regarding for this process. So for this we know that every process having two mechanism. What are they? One is chemically or hormonally, and number two is the neurally, means sympathetic or parasympathetic activation. So here in chemically, the hormone, what are the responsible hormones? Serotonin mainly. Many other hormones are present, but we in this topic we only discuss about the brief and review of this whole process. So in the serotonin, and another is endothelin. These are the chemical which are secreted in the primary hemostasis to clear this process. And the neurally sympathetic activation, sympathetic mechanism occur which causes this process. Sympathetic vasoconstriction nerve. So these are the process. Now we conclude the process, then mechanism, then after this we go for the result, why this is happened and what is the significance, what is the significance of this significance. So in this significance we only discuss about that the whole process in a short summary. So when injury occur, then what happened? Endothelial lining of the blood vessel damaged, endothelial line of blood vessel damage. So for this the endothelin is released, then platelet, for which makes the platelet activation or local clotting occur. But how the local clotting means, what happened? There is platelet aggregation occur on that place. So platelet when aggregated, then platelet aggregate how? Platelet first activation occur, then the platelet aggregation occur. So what are the factors activated? The serotonin and endothelin and the neural factor all are responsible for this activation and aggregation. Lastly platelet plug is formed. So in this way we conclude the primary hemostasis. So now the applied part of the this, if this is not happened, then what are the clinically occur in our body, or what are the clinical condition. So in the applied part we will mainly discuss about the delay, means if the delay of primary hemostasis occur. So what happened? Bleeding is mainly, generally there is a common sense that bleeding is not arrested. So bleeding is what happened? Bleeding is more and more. So if bleeding is more and more, means bleeding time is increases. What is bleeding time? Means the time which is required for the blood vessel to bleeding to the time from the primary hemostasis to the arresting of a bleed is known as a bleeding time. In this process, in this bleeding time is increases. So when the bleeding time is increases, what happened? Mainly two things happen. What are they? This is increases. How increases? Because of the platelet quality and quantity. Both are if less, means here the primary hemostasis mainly thing what happened? Platelet, all the story about the platelet. So if the platelet quality means platelet is just like, if its quality is just is not normal and its quantity is less than the required quantity, so what happened? The bleeding is not occur properly and its time is increased, so that bleeding is occur more and more. This is a condition occur where this condition is occur, there is a condition where these things are occur. These are known as the porphyria. Here these things in your clinically or pathological case where the clot of a platelet occur. This occur mainly porphyria. And the another condition is the if the blood vessel, if the health means here the injury occurs, so that the endothelin is released. If the blood vessel healthy blood is not, its quantity is less, then what happened? The endothelin is released more and more, so that the bleeding is occur. This is the first step and this is the process step which we discussed before. So you know this very well. Now we go for the primary hemostasis is completed. Now we go for the secondary hemostasis. What happened in the secondary hemostasis? In the secondary hemostasis, we discussed that secondary hemostasis is what means here the mainly what happened here the stabilization of platelet plug is occur, which we discussed that how this platelet plug stabilization occur by the activation of a clotting factor, and this clotting factor how they activated by the factor, some factor are present which makes this clotting factor activation. So this is the step. Now we go towards the process means just as the in the primary hemostasis we discuss about the process, simply in the secondary hemostasis we also discuss the process, how this process is occur. Mainly the secondary hemostasis or the it is also known as activation of, what is the heading, activation of clotting cascade or a clotting mechanism or a mechanism of a coagulation. This is the activation of coagulating factor. So this is the main process during the secondary hemostasis. So this is occurs by two steps. What are the one is intrinsic, another is extrinsic. Another is extrinsic. So now here is the question arises, what is intrinsic and what is extrinsic? Intrinsic means the things or the path where the vascular injury occur in the inside the body or inside the body, means intrinsic vascular injury occur in secondary hemostasis. We study about the stabilization of a platelet plug. Intrinsic, what happened in the intrinsic pathway, that in this pathway the vascular injury occur. What does means vascular injury? Means blood vessel trauma. Blood vessel traumatized. Trauma means there is the injury. Trauma is a medical language of injury. So trauma occur. So in this case what happened, the blood vessel when traumatized, there is the endothelial lining of the blood vessel, what endothelin is released. This endothelin what causes, it causes the activation of the factor 12, means activation. So this factor 12 what causes, it causes mainly the activation of factor 9 activation. So in factor 9 causes our activation of a common path, that is our 10, means factor 10 activation occurs. This is the common path for extrinsic and intrinsic. So in this in extrinsic, what is the triggering factor? Means the factor which initiates this pathway. The factor is the tissue trauma, means when the tissue traumatized or injury occur, there is a factor release which is known as a tissue factor. Otherwise it is the factor 3. So what it contain, what it causes, it causes mainly the activation of factor 3. What it causes, mainly the activation of factor 7. Factor 7 is activation occur. This factor 7, what is the significance of it? It mainly causes the activation of it has two role, means it causes the activation of the factor 10, or it may go towards the path where it causes the factor activation of 9 activation is occur. So this is the process, just as in the primary hemostasis, just as we discuss about the process, in the secondary hemostasis we also discuss about the process. Now we go towards the mechanism, just as here. So in this mechanism, what is our main what is the idea, what is the why we go for the mechanism? So here our main things are the factor which are responsible for this thing. We only discuss about the activation of a clotting factor. Now this clotting factor, how they activated, what is the main reason behind it? So now we go one by one. So there is many things are present, just as a calcium ion. So it is number 1. Number 2 is our factor 8. Now number 3, what the just as we discuss here, the endothelin means Thrombogenic factor means what is the thrombogenic mean here? Means here the clotting factor which is releases from this subendothelial lining. Subendothelial thrombogenic factor. Now under 4 is the tissue factor, where we discuss in the where extrinsic. Now these are the triggering factor. These are the what triggering means they initiate this process. Now the vitamin K, it also have some role in the activation of a prothrombin. So these are the triggering factor which makes this process successfully. So if one of these factor is less or deficiency, what happen, our body does not do proper process regarding the clotting coagulation. So these are the main things who are present behind this process. So now one by one, in the calcium, where it is present? It is present in the intrinsic pathway, where the IX goes to us. IX means the factor which makes the X common. Now here we only discuss about this common path. Now after this what happened? After this it causes the factor 2 activation, plus the thrombin activation occur. So thrombin activated occur. Now this thrombin is the our main role, our main goal, which make our fibrinogen to fibrin. What is the role of fibrin? So role of fibrin means it makes the stabilize the clotting stabilization. Clotting is stabilized by this factor. So our goal is fulfilled in this way. So this is the main process, and the calcium ion is present here, and the factor 8 also present in the intrinsic. These are the main important examiner questions, that where the factor 8 is present and what is the role of it. So you can answer it. Now the subendothelial thrombogenic factor, it is the main initiator or the triggering factor which present in the intrinsic pathway. Here this is the factor, and the tissue factor here, it is your tissue factor. Now vitamin K, what is the vitamin K role? Vitamin K is synthesized, is main role on liver makes the pro enzyme. This pro enzyme by gamma carboxylation. So if it is not present, then this activation is also not fulfilled. Now these are the mechanism. Now we go towards our inhibitors responsible for the coagulation. So what are the inhibitors? So the inhibitors are mainly what they causes. If there is injury occur, then the clot is formed. How the clot is formed? By the clotting platelet is aggregated and the clotting factor is aggregated. If this happen, so it is okay. But if more and more is clot is formed, then what happen? Our body become platelet injury occur, and the body platelet countdown decreases. So to prevent this, in our body there is a circulatory inhibitor are present. What are they? Mainly they are heparin, and number 2 is antithrombin. So what they causes? They causes these things does not happen by this anticoagulant factor. So and another is that heparin is a blood is added in the in preservation of blood bank. In blood bank there is what happened? In blood bank there is the blood is collected and preserved, and in this time there is heparin added. Why added? If the blood is not preserved, then blood clot is occur, and that why the blood is not used for the accidental case of the injured patient. So for this, to prevent, heparin is used. Now there is another thing is occur in our clinically, that is bleeding disorder. What happened in the bleeding disorder? That we discussed in previous, that in the primary hemostasis and the secondary hemostasis occur. So if there is not proper occur, then what happen? There is three things happen. One is PT, another is CT, and that is many things is happen. But now we only discuss about bleeding time, clotting time, and prothrombin time. So bleeding time is about 3 to 6 minutes, and clotting time is 3 to 8 minutes, and prothrombin time is 16 seconds. So in bleeding time, what happened? If there is injury occur, then the time injured occur, then there is what happened? There is bleeding occur. Generally you know that the bleeding when occur or injury when occur, there is bleeding occur, and the time which is required to stop this bleeding is not occur. That time is known as the bleeding time. And the clotting time is what? When the blood is injured, then bleeding occur. After bleeding, there is a clotting occur, clot formation occur, and this clot, the time which is duration during which the clot is from the injury is known as the clotting time. So these are all about the clotting, bleeding, and prothrombin time. Now the clinically what is the significance? That in the bleeding time there is a condition occur, that is porphyria. So porphyria, what does it mean? Porphyria is a condition where bleeding time is increases but clotting time is remains same. So now a confusion arises that how this occur, because we always remember that in the primary hemostasis we knew that in the primary hemostasis that bleeding time is depend upon the primary hemostasis, and the primary hemostasis is all about the platelet. So in the bleeding time we only discuss about the platelet, not about the clotting factor. So platelet in the porphyria, platelet we discuss about the platelet quality and quantity which decreases, so bleeding time increases. So porphyria in the platelet is have the platelet quality and quantity decreases, so this happen, but not the clotting factor is not anything else about the clotting factor. So clotting factor is remain. But in the hemophilia, in the classical hemophilia, there is the factor which is responsible for the classical hemophilia is factor 9, which makes the clotting time increases, but bleeding time remains same. Bleeding time and prothrombin time remains same. So this is the main thing that I will recommend to know about the bleeding disorder. All things we discuss about the primary hemostasis and the secondary hemostasis and the coagulation process and the inhibitor, all these are our today's topics. Thank you.